All right, so one of the goals of my channel is to educate men on the realities of the world we face. And today I want to share something with you that I think a lot of you might not be aware of. A common thing I see in the comments on my videos from guys is that they're no longer going to get married. They're just going to date or rent the woman. Just dating or renting them, as it were, doesn't mean you're not going to end up paying in the long run. Let me introduce you to the case of Michael Latner. Now, this case occurred about 3 years ago in Ontario, Canada. The case went before a judge who decided that he was going to pay $50,000 per month in spousal support to a woman he was not married to. In fact, they had never even lived together. They maintained separate residences, paid their own bills, and yet he was found to have to pay her spousal support. Now, to be fair, they were in a relationship for about 10 years, and they went on trips together, and he paid some of her bills, and he even at one point gave her an engagement ring. But they were never, in fact, living together or married. And yet the court determined, despite the fact they did not live together and did not have children together, that he was going to pay her that support. They used as justification an Ontario law that stated an unmarried couple are considered common law spouses if they've cohabitated, aka lived together, in a conjugal relationship continuously for at least 3 years. But, and here's the big one, the court said that doesn't necessarily mean they have to be living in the same home. Lack of a shared residence is not determinative of the issue of cohabitation, according to the court. So even though he had at one point proposed marriage and she accepted, she did not want to sign a prenup. So they never actually got married. And even though they maintained separate residences, separate bank accounts, and never owned property together, they were found to be married. Again, I'm just providing that for educational information for the guys. You can go look up the case yourself to get more details. But buyer beware, whether you're owning or renting, you can still be held liable. And for those of you that think, well, this is Canada, it's not going to affect me in the US, the UK, or any other Western country, they all tend to follow one another's lead.